Okay, cool. We're gonna do Briar versus Lexi. Uh, Hopefully this works out.
Yep. The only thing I added to this deck were the defense reactions. Take cover and sink blows. Briar has a lot of pumps and can get very aggressive, so being a little bit more defensive is probably the best play. And then playing a little bit slower, throwing a few attacks out and trying to mitigate the damage is probably the best. Running Arcane Barrier through Bullseye Bracers. Just be careful not to use them too early.
Yeah. Against Lexi, I kind of feel like I want to go face as fast as I can because she's going to be pooping out damage. You can go for the fatigue option. I don't think it's very good against Lexi because, I mean, even though you're Earthbriar, right, you still want to be able to hit your attacks to generate enough like embodiment of Earths for your blocks to become relevant.
Yeah.
And obviously, in a actual game, you won't know if Lexi will be running Ice, Lightning, or Hybrid. So might as well just go for face and hope that you're able to generate enough embodiment of Earths and or just race her fast enough for it not to matter.
Yep.
That's where we're gonna go hard cross trap in case she has any ice effects that will tax my resources. Goliath Gauntlet just to push damage, and Suede Hides just to push damage.
Yep. And the reason why I am opting to go a little bit more defensive is that Lexi cannot win against Briar in a race. With all her embodiment of Earth tokens, it's going to be a lot easier for her to block the arrows. So
yeah. Okay, yep. We're gonna go ahead and alter evens.
Evens, please. All right, your pick.
I will go. So
74 cards.
Yeah. Again, in a situation like this, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to block all the arrows that she's going to come at me with, and we want to make sure that we start the race on good. So let's have her go first.
All right. So, unfortunately, no good arrows arsenal and pass. So, we're going to have to try and filter out our hand a little bit, which is pitch a headshot, activate Voltaire. Bolton shot in, we'll give it +1 and attack you for 5, go again.
Gotcha. There's not too many cards I really want to get rid of, but we also don't want to take damage, so let's just go ahead and block with these two.
Yep. And then I'm going to activate Voltaire as an instant, put an endless arrow in face up, and pass the turn.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. Okay. Fortunately, though, we have some very nice attacks that we can start off with. We're gonna go ahead and pitch Amulet of Earth to play Channel of Mount Heroic.
Disgusting. Go ahead.
And we're gonna pitch Amulet of Earth to play Birdwing for 9.
Yeah. So with this hand, it's not great. We want to empty our arsenal anyways, so we're gonna have to block with everything. This will be 8. Take 1.
Yep. And we're just gonna pass the turn. Channel 1 card, and bottom the other one. Again, we want to go full aggressive here, so don't worry about arsenaling too much. We want to make use of our Channel Mount Heroic as much as we can.
Oh, you do make an embodiment of Earth.
Yes, I do. This is relevant, but not super relevant because we just want to go face, honestly.
And then I'll attack you for 4.
Let's go ahead and take 4.
All right. This will go back to our hand. We'll do the Razzle Dazzle. What is going in our arsenal? Go ahead.
Alrighty. So we're going to YOLO here, first off, and we'll see how it goes. That way, if we YOLO incorrectly, we can just pitch this into this to make sure that our Channel Mount Heroic actually works.
Actually stays around?
Yeah. Tell the Arcane. Feel the top 2. Bramble and Weave Earth.
Not today.
Good. Yeah.
So you have 2 floating?
Yeah, so now we have an option right here where we can just we're not going to keep Channel Mount Heroic here just because we can't actually pay into anything to pitch this last Weave Earth. So we're gonna play Weave Earth. And even though it's not gonna be for any value, we're gonna generate the Embodied Lightning and play Arcanic Crackle for 1 and 1. Arcanic Crackle is basically in this deck because it does force people to block with it on 2 fronts, just to make sure that I don't generate Embodiment of Earths. And it's a good way to kind of take back tempo into the next turn, just to make sure that we have Embodiment of Earths to block with, because nobody wants to spend 2 cards on the Arcanic Crackle just by itself.
Yeah, but it is coming for 4. We do want to attack back, and we don't want him to have Embodiment of Earths, so we'll block the 1 Arcane. He's going to attack with Rosetta Thorn, so we'll have the 1 floating for the 2 Arcane, and we'll block for 5 here.
Gotcha. Now we'll hit you with Rosetta Thorn for the last bit.
Yep, so block 1 Arcane. We'll take 1 from the Arcane, and then we'll take 2 physical from Rosetta Thorn.
Yep. You see how that was a great turn, even though he blocked most of it, because we were able to force some cards out of his hand and get value even though our hand was not super great and we missed all our tones. So we have 1 Embodiment of Earth?
None.
No Embodiment of Earth. That's right.
Okay. So he doesn't know, but this is a 3 of a kind. We're going to play 3 of a kind. We're hopefully going to refill our hand with arrows. And we're just going to pass.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. This is the wrong card to Arsenal.
Sounds good. Okay, so we've got a nice hand going here. We can actually just play out this whole hand and get lots of value from it, even though we only have 1 attack here. Bramble Spark. Weave Earth. Oh, sorry. Bramble Spark. Fusing Weave Earth.
Yeah, there you go.
Playing Weave Earth. So next attack it's a bunch. Then we're gonna play Evergreen.
Now I'm just that coming for?
7 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 Arcane, so 13 plus 1.
How much floating?
0 floating.
Okay, so you can't Rosetta Thorn at the end, so that's gonna pop immediately.
Yep.
So is coming for. I'll take the 1 Arcane. You'll make an Embodiment of Earth.
Yep.
And that is a lot of damage. So 13 damage.
Yeah.
We'll just block for here, and then we'll do a sink below.
Okay, so take 6.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We blocked because we don't really have an aggressive hand, and this isn't that aggressive either. So.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, Lexi will pitch and play Heaven's Claws for 3. We're going to try to set up for a better turn. 2 floating.
That's good.
Let's go again.
We also don't have a very aggressive hand right now, so we're just going to block for 3 here.
Yep. And then I'm just going to Arsenal pass. Go ahead.
Yep. And we're going to go ahead and you have a couple options. This card isn't particularly great right now because we won't be able to make use of the card we draw. So we're just going to go ahead and pitch Snatch to play Vexing Malice and just get some chip damage through.
Yep. So I'll take the 2 Arcane. You can create your embodiment.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then I'll go to reactions and I'll sink below. And we don't want this one. I'll draw.
Arsenal and pass.
Okay. So here's our chance to get some more damage in, hopefully. We'll activate Lexi. We'll reveal and electrify. Our next attack we can go again. We'll pitch. We'll play the electrify from Arsenal. We'll draw a card. Well, this isn't that great, but we will attack it for 3 go again using the Lexi. And it doesn't actually. It has go again itself, so it's fine. Yeah, we're not drawing that well. Our 3 of a kind didn't draw into any arrows. We aren't drawing into any other arrows. I'd sink below another arrow because I thought we can draw into some more arrows, but not today. Spoiler alert.
We have the opportunity to have a really great turn next turn. So we're going to take 4. Take 6, right?
Yeah.
Take 6. And hopefully our next turn we'll be able to pump out more damage than they can.
Yep. So activate Voltaire. Dazzling Crescendo, we'll give it +1. We'll attack you for 5. No reason to fuse. We don't need it. Yep.
Take 6.
Okay. And then we'll Arsenal this and pass. Go ahead.
Sounds good. It's going to be a bit of a race. We're going to start off with Bramble Spark. Fusing with Tome of Harvests.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna play Force of Nature, fusing with Tome of Harvests.
Mm-hmm. Create embodiment of lightning.
Yep. Then we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and just pitch Bramble Spark to Stir the Wildwood, fusing with Tome of Harvests.
Yep. So yeah, one
So,
floating
yes, so
as
it's
well.
gonna be 1 arcane damage, and then 4 plus, so 6, so 11. If you take the arcane damage, it's gonna hit you for 13.
Yeah. Plus he
And
has
we're gonna
one floating for the Rosetta Thorn. We know he doesn't want to arsenal the Tome of Harvests because he doesn't have Crown of Seeds.
Yep.
So he will have a 4-card hand versus us.
Well, I'll draw a card off of Stir the Wildwood.
Yeah,
So.
if it hits, it's definitely going to hit. We can't block 13. Or, yeah, I can't block 13. How much is it coming in for if it doesn't?
13.
If the arcane doesn't hit.
If the arcane doesn't hit, it's gonna come in for 13. If it does, sorry, if it doesn't hit, it'll come in for 11.
Yeah, we can't block it. So our best bet is just to mitigate as much damage as possible while trying to do damage back. The only way I see it is blocking with this card and then using this to pitch for our 0-cost arrows. But that seems really bad because it's gonna be, yeah, that damage string is gonna be too big. So we'll take the 1 arcane and then block for 3 here, take 10, go to 16.
Why don't you just block with pitched for arcane barrier right here? It blocks 3 damage technically too.
Oh yeah, I guess that prevents one.
Yeah.
One embodiment. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, against Briar, I always make sure to block the arcane damage because it's gonna, especially against Stir the Wildwood, because it's three worth of like damage prevention anyway.
Yeah, so I took.
You take 11.
Yes, I was at 27.
Sounds good. Now draw a card. And we're just gonna go ahead and swing at the Rosetta Thorn.
Yep, that would be 2 and 2. Oops.
Sounds good. And Arsenal. And pass to you.
Yep.
Big damage.
Yeah, I drew so poorly. But it's fine. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll activate Lexi. We'll reveal an ammo lightning. Our next attack wing go again. We'll pitch to play it. Activate Voltaire. Snapshot. We give it +1. Attack for 5 go again.
No fuse?
No fuse. Guys, go again from the Lexi.
Sounds good. We can do a bunch of damage again this turn. So I think we will just go ahead and take 5. We're gonna race this.
Yep.
It's gonna be a very short video.
Yep. Activate Voltaire. Bolden shot for 4.
And take 4.
Yeah. We can't race. Too good. Fast turn.
Let's go ahead and pops. Bramble Spark, fusing with Earthor Surge.
Yep.
Pitch to play Earthor Surge. 1 floating. We have play So Tomorrow to put a Earthor Surge on the bottom of our deck. And draw a card. We're gonna pop Hardened Crosstrap and pop Goliath Helmet to play Rites of Replenishment. So it's a 4 damage Earthor Surge. So it's gonna, and we're gonna fuse with Earthor Surge.
What the crap, dude? Yeah, so it's coming for 1 arcane as well.
So one arcane plus 12 damage.
I don't even know what to do here. We'll just block for 11 here. We'll take 1 arcane and then 1 damage. So you get 2 embodiments.
Sounds good.
You have 1 floating.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll just attack you for 4 here.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll pass turn. Go ahead.
Sounds good. It's on the bottom. I'll turn. And now we finally drew into a poor hand and don't have a heart and cross trap to back it up. So trying to figure out how to best play this. Even our poor hands are actually pretty good. Gonna play Bramble Spark using Channel Mount Heroic.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch Autumn's Touch and Channel Mount Heroic to play Entwine Earth. That wasn't that great, but
Still
whatever.
8. Still 8 and 1. Yeah. I'll have to block the arcane here.
I don't have a follow up for
Yeah, no.
Thorn.
Yeah, no. But still arcane damage. I should still block it, right?
Yeah.
Or no, there's only 1, so
Exactly. So it doesn't actually matter. You can just block 8 right here.
Yeah, I'll have to block for 5, take 3.
Okay, sounds good.
And take 1 arcane.
Go ahead.
Pitch, attack for having cost of 5.
We're gonna take 5 here.
Yep. Pass turn.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't draw any arrows off a 3 of a kind.
Yeah, we're gonna Channel Out Heroic. Pitch Pulse again, hold to Cadaver's Contraband for 9.
9. Trying to see if we can do any damage on the backswing, which is unlikely. So we'll just block for 9 here.
Okay, sounds good. And we're gonna channel once.
Yeah, having a full hand with the Channel Mount Heroic is pretty bad.
Yeah. No Embodiment of Earths. And we're gonna draw.
Yep, and I'm gonna Arsenal Pass.
Sounds good. And I think this will be the last turn of the game because I will go. I don't think I need to do anything. Just a Earther Surge and Autumn's Touch for 15. Or sorry, for 15.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Block for 13.
Yeah.
Because this is a ball landing.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Exact lethal. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Channel Mount Heroic's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, so where that all went wrong. Drawing no arrows off a 3 of a kind was pretty bad, but that's just ranger things. Him doing very, very big swings allows him to race a lot harder. Allows Briar to race very well. Voltaire or Lexi cannot keep up with that, honestly.
Yeah, it's well, one of this was just because Channel Mount Heroic is just such a strong card, especially against in a race. The other thing is that I had, other than one hand, I had some very nice turns lined up where it was just very consistent. I could just go, Bramble Spark, Earth Throw Surge, or Bramble Spark into like attack, and it's just just in general like big meaty attacks once per turn. Against heroes that don't want to race, want to block it out, it's going to be a little bit harder to punch through. But if you want a beginner deck, Briar is pretty straightforward and pretty easy to play. All right, odds or evens?
Evens, please.
Okay, you did it.
Yeah, I'll go second.
Sounds good. This one isn't great. I don't think it's really worth it to. Actually, why not? We're gonna just tell with the Arcane and see what happens.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. We're gonna Arsenal and pass turn.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Before you do that, I'm going to activate Voltaire as an instant. Load up an arrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yep. You know, I probably won't block with more than 2 cards, so.
Yep. So this is an okay hand. We don't really want to use this yet, so we'll pitch, activate. Oh, sorry, we won't pitch. We'll Dazzling Crescendo. We'll fuse with the Lightning Surge for 4. Go again.
Gotcha. So, even though I have Channel Mount Heroic in my hand, my damage output next turn won't be too great. This card is good at taking back tempo, but isn't very good at doing anything else in terms of like pushing damage. So we want to block as much as we can here. 1000% was just naked damage, so, and he hasn't used any amplification attacks, amplification cards like Electrify. We're gonna take the 4 here, and hopefully he has something better to block.
Okay. Yep. So we'll activate Voltaire as an instant. We'll put Headshot in. We'll give it Go again. The reason why I'm giving it Go again is that we have another attack to follow up. 7 is a good breakpoint, but we're trying to pressure him right now. Pressure his hand. So we're attacking for 6 here.
Okay, we're gonna block for 6 here.
Okay. We'll not activate Voltaire, sorry. And then we'll Heaven's Claws for 5.
Gotcha. I'll take 5.
Okay, then we'll Arsenal and pass. Go ahead.
Alrighty. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and do that take back tempo thing I mentioned. Pitch Autumn's Touch, Channel Mount Heroic, and hit you a Snatch for 7. Snatch will let me draw a card to put in Arsenal for next turn. Easy setup.
We'll block for 8 here.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason why I'm doing this is that we do have 3 kind of arsenal. So
yeah.
Hopefully it's not going to happen like last game where I draw no arrows, but this is where we're going to see right now.
Yep. Sounds good.
So we're going to pitch, play 3 of a kind, draw. Okay. I should stop playing Ranger.
No arrows?
Yeah, we're going to Arsenal pass.
Okay, sounds good. Well, fortunately for Oliver, we have done the whole, this is where Ranger likes to brick, where we draw nothing but non-attack actions. However, yeah, we actually can't do anything here. Because we can't keep Channel Mount Heroic because we need to be able to pay 2 mana into something, or 2 resources into something, and we only have abilities that cost 1 resource, Crown and Rosetta Thorn. Awkwardly, if we did have something like Nebula Blade, this would be better, but we don't right now. So let's do... The best thing we can do right now is set up for next turn and hope that his damage output isn't that great. So we're just going to go ahead and pitch Earthor Surge to Rosetta Thorn for 2.
Look at my hand. I want to play this card. I want to arsenal this card. I can't possibly play everything because of the card in my arsenal. So we'll just have to take the 2 damage because we need all the cards for resources.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And Channel Heroic will go away. Now it will arsenal card. We want to keep this for resources and this for fusing. So that one. And draw back up to 4.
Yeah. If you really wanted to set up, then he could have pitched to play his non-attack actions, set up with a Embodiment of Lightning, and try and keep the Channel Mount Heroic around. But
exactly. But actually, none of my cards in my hand cost anything, so I can actually pitch anything.
Yeah, that's something, I guess. So we'll activate Lexi. We'll reveal a Heaven's Claws. Our next attack will go again, so we'll attack with the Heaven's Claws for 4 go again.
Gotcha. We're actually lower life than you, so I feel like I should be more defensive. At the same time,
but you can still race.
That's what Briar does. Yeah, I do have a good turn lined up. So we're gonna block for nothing. We're gonna take 4.
Okay. And then we'll activate Voltaire. We'll put a headshot in, and we'll pitch and play the headshot for 7.
Ooh.
Just want to push some damage here. We can go decently wide with this card in our arsenal next turn.
And let's take 7.
Brave.
Yeah, I know, right?
But you're probably going to win the race, regardless.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I've got an 18-point deficit, so we'll see how much I can make it up. Okay, so let's try this. Bramble Spark, fusing with Weave Earth. Force Nature, fusing with Weave Earth. Get that, And we're gonna go ahead and pitch our Bramble Spark to Stir the Wildwood, fusing with Weave Earth, coming in for 3 plus 4, plus 2. That's so 6, so 11 damage. If the arcane damage hits, it's 13. And I draw a card if it hits.
Yep. So we can't play all the arrows in our hand. We just want to block the arcane. That'll effectively block 3 damage. So we'll pitch and block the arcane, and we'll take the rest. Because you want to put pressure back onto him.
Yep. And I will draw a card.
Yep. So how much damage is this? 4 plus 7, 11?
Yep.
27. You'll make one
We
embodiment.
didn't draw an attack, so that's totally fine. We're just gonna hit with Rosetta Thorn.
Yep. 2 and 2.
Okay. And that's it for us. Oh, sorry, Arsenal and Pat.
Wow, look. You caught up in 1 turn.
Well, we'll see.
All right. So we'll start with...
Actually, we'll keep this in Arsenal, sorry.
That's fine. We'll start with a Dazzling Crescendo, fusing with the Amulet of Lightning for 4 go again.
So I have a good amount of cards here that I can just play. This card isn't particularly good in the race. It's good for setting up turns later, and it's good for drawing cards later. I don't think we're gonna be at a point where this will be in our arsenal at any point. So we're just gonna block for 3 here with our Embodiment of Earth.
All right, so take 1.
Yep.
Okay, so we have some options here now that attack has hit. We can pop Vezir First Fist. We can get 1 more damage in, and then we can arsenal this card because we can use it for fusing now. So we'll pop Vezir First Fist. We'll have 2 resources floating. We'll activate Voltaire as an instant. We'll put a Dazzling Crescendo in. We'll give it +1. And we'll attack you for 5. We'll fuse with the Amulet to give it go again.
We're gonna take 5.
Okay. We'll activate Voltaire again. We'll put an Endless Arrow. We'll give it +1. We'll attack you for 5.
Yeah, we're gonna take 5. Let's try and raise this.
Okay. So let's go back in our hand. We'll arsenal this card. He already knows what it is. And then we will pass the turn.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So we have a couple options here. We can try and roll the dice by playing this card. I'm not super keen on it because we do have a way to just keep up the race, and we can possibly do better next turn. I think that's what we'll do. We're gonna go ahead and play Bramble Spark using Tome of Harvests. Then we're going to go ahead and play Weave Earth, Tome of Harvests, and play Evergreen. Gonna deal 1 arcane damage, and get +4 in total. So 1 arcane and 11 damage.
Yep. So I'll take the 1 arcane and 11. So we'll be at 11.
Yep. And I'll generate a Embodiment of Earth and another one. So we have 2 of those. That way, our next turn we can block with less cards than needed and take back tempo that way.
Yep.
And make sure that we don't die.
Yeah. So we just have to block with everything because that's the best way we can pressure. We can't play everything in our hand, which is nice. So we'll start by activating Lexi. We'll put reveal Amulet Lightning. This will give our next attack go again. We'll activate Honing Hood to bring it back to our hand for resources. We'll put a... we have some options here. We'll do Endless Arrow in to give it and attack for 4 with go again.
Yeah, so this is where the 2 Embodiment of Earths really matter and has a nice breakpoint. We're just going to block for 4 right here.
Okay, so that was bait.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. That was bait in the sense that we want him to block that so we can have potentially so he'll block a different card, or so he won't have enough to block a different card. So we'll start our next attack by Ball Lightning for 3 go again.
Oh man. Okay, so at this point, our current turn is our current turn when we clap back would have been just pitch this, attack with this, fuse this. Right now we can't do that, so we have to. So next option is just to block the card we would have fused with.
All right, so now that he blocked that, that's also a good sign. So there's less cards to block with. So we will activate Voltaire. We'll put a lighted up in. We'll give it +1. We'll attack you for 5, fusing with the Heaven's Claws. 1 floating.
Oh man. Oh man. Well, if he attacks me right now, I'm probably gonna die. I'm pretty sure it's a 4 plus 5, right? Because I have a five
Ye-
equip four equipment.
Yeah, so it'll be
Or
five,
5 plus,
5 plus 5, because the ball lightning amplifies this stuff.
and you gave a +1, right? Or you gave it go again.
I gave it +1.
So he's gonna pop his Snapdragon Skios to give it go again for the next
Yep.
attack. So I need to block this. I don't want to take all my life, so we're gonna block out with everything we have.
Okay. And then we'll finish, or we'll give it go again, and then we'll finish the turn by attacking with Heaven's Cluster 5.
With that last resource, we're gonna take 6
Yep.
3 health.
And that's why we played the Endless Arrow first, is a decent enough on-hit effect, and then Ball Lightning synergizes with the rest of the cards in our hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oof. Baited. Embodiment of Earth popped. This is where Briar really takes a hit because she can't block with most of her cards very well. Go ahead.
Okay, so we will start by... Okay, we have some options here. We have some more options here. Him being at a threatening life total, we just have to not let the pedal off the gas. So we have some sequencing stuff that we need to figure out. We want to start with this card, this Frazzle right here. The weird thing is, how do we play it? How do we play the rest of our hand is the real question. The answer is probably going to be popping the Bullseye Bracers. The way I see it is we're going to be pitching this Frazzle to activate Voltaire, to play the Frazzle, or put the Frazzle in. We'll give it go again, and then we'll fuse with a Ball Lightning.
Oh boy.
5 go again. This is awkward because it's going to be hard for him to...
Well, you say that, but fortunately for you, I have 3 and 2, making it perfect for blocking. Now, I know he has a ball lightning, which is going to be really awkward because now, if he plays it, every point of damage that Leaks through on his last attack will kill me because it will amplify by twice.
Yeah. So I will swing with the Ball Lightning for 1 go again. If it hits, then this is forcing him to block, and then we're going to finish off the turn with Bullseye Bracers.
Yeah. So, oh man.
So if he doesn't block, we bring him down to 1. If he does block, we might be able to finish him off.
Exactly. So I think we're just gonna take the 2 here, live out 1, and force it to pop his last Bullseye Bracers.
Activate the Bullseye Bracers, Bolt and Shot in. We'll give it +1 because of Bullseye Bracers, and attack you for 5.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, hold on. The Ball Lightning actually is amplified by the Frazzle. So it's 3 damage.
So I have to block here.
Yeah, you have to block.
Yeah, I have to hope that
okay. I didn't miss lethal. Oh my god.
Yes, did it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another one of those games where you can see that both of these decks do have very great damage output, but they are vulnerable to stumbles. The good thing is that you just have to stumble less than your opponent, and you're good.
Yep. Yeah. So your stumble was having an attack or a hand of all non-attack actions. Yep. My stumble was drawing into no arrows with from 3 of a kind twice.
Yeah, which is why later on when you upgrade the deck, having ways in your equipment to recycle the cards in your hand might be useful. I actually might recommend trying out, instead of Crown of Dichotomy when you don't need the Arcane Barrier, you might want to try Hope Merchant's Hood just for the reshuffle and redraw. Obviously you'll upgrade that later, but it is another option just to make sure that you have something to do in your hand and you don't lose that tempo. Most of Briar's hands, when she has a non-attacking attack, can attack for a very good amount. So you just want to make sure that you can consistently hit those hands.
All right.